Hi, my name is AlgorithmQuartz, and today I'm doing a pick a pile tarot and oracle reading. I'm doing readings a little bit differently than I've seen other YouTubers do them, so hopefully you like my style. And if you do, and if the reading resonates, feel free to give me a like, a comment, a subscribe. I notice it. Share it with others if you feel so called. As a reader and as a content creator, I want my energy to be able to touch other people's hearts and entertain them, make them laugh, help them learn, and overall just be a positive influence for them. By using my channel as a creative outlet, I fill my cup and the cups of others at the same time. And if this isn't already true, these words that I'm saying right now shall manifest this reality now. Keep in mind, this is not a personal reading, this is a collective reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I take readings from anyone, myself included, with a healthy grain of salt, and I encourage my viewers to do the same. For each file, I'll be doing a bit of shufflemancy to help me connect with everyone's energy. If you don't know what shufflemancy is, it's a form of divination that involves putting your music library on shuffle with a question or intent in mind, and seeing what kind of messages you can get out of the songs that play. For each pile, I'm selecting 3 songs from my own music library that stood up to me when trying to connect with each pile's energy via shufflemancy, and I'll put the song names in the description below. For pile selection, I'm going to show some gameplay of different stages from the game Tetris Effect, and you're going to pick which stage you're the most drawn to. Timestamps for each different pile is in the description below, so without further ado, let's go. Here's pile 1. Here's pile 2. And here's pile 3. Hi! If you chose pile 1 or Pharoh's code, this will be your reading. I'm using the Elemental Tarot for this reading. I might use the Layla and Olive and Maiden Oracle as well. We'll see if intuition calls for it. The Elemental Tarot is like this Egyptian themed deck. I'm personally drawn to it. And another thing I like about it is that instead of the general suits like cups, pentacles, swords, wands, it uses earth, water, fire, air, like the actual like elements instead. Instead of like the court card, like the actual like court cards, pages, knights, kings, queens, it uses daughter, son, mother, and father. So it's kind of more relatable, I guess you could say. Meanwhile, the Maiden Oracle is a botanical themed deck, and it's really pretty. It's helped me connect to my feminine energy more personally. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to use it, but it's a really pretty deck. Check it out if you're drawn to herbs or plant stuff, and you would like, that sounds like a nice deck for you. But I think I'm gonna hop right in to tarot, and if I want to pull out the oracle deck, then I shall. So the first card we got is the Tower reversed. Another thing I really like about the Elemental Tarot is on the side it also has astrological symbols. If you know astrology, if you're into astrology and you know how to interpret that stuff, you can use that in your readings. I know some astrology and I sometimes like to use it. So the Tower has Midhaven and Uranus influences. another thing too with their major arcana, the Elemental Tarot's major arcana, is it takes verses from this poem. I forget which one. The Elemental Tarot also comes with a whole book about the deck and the meanings of the cards and how to like get more meaning out of your readings, which is really interesting, and some more background about just the imagery and just everything. It's so interesting. It's a super cool deck. Not sponsored, by the way, but anyways, there's a poem that the Major Arcana uses. The line that the tower has is, "Hear me, learn from my word. You who know me, I am the union and the dissolution." Tower reversed. Let me grab more cards. So we got 9 of Earth, reversed, Venus and Pluto influences, and let me grab one more. We got 6 of Water, Moon and Neptune influences. I think often the Tower is kind of a scary card in tarot, but with it in its reverse position, I think kind of just like you're just, I don't know, you see how a lot of people around you are kind of just in a state of, I don't know, panic or just depression or what have you. A lot of people in the world just aren't doing good right now, but you're just kind of here. You're fine. Like you're not thriving, but like you're here. You're doing all right. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Let's grab some more cards. So we got Judgment reversed, Jupiter Midhaven influences, Father of Water reversed, Jupiter North Node influences, and 3 of Water, Moon and North Node influences. I think, so like I said, you're just here, you're doing alright. But I think these cards I just pulled out, the reversed Judgment, reversed Father of Water, and the upright 3 of Water, I think it's kind of saying, maybe, not that you don't have a drive in life, but you haven't found what makes you passionate, what really, like, gets you going in life, like, I don't know. Maybe what you're doing for career isn't what you want to do for the rest of your life, and that's fine. We all need those kind of like filler jobs in our lives, I think. But essentially, like, what I'm kind of feeling here is like, I don't know, what do you like doing? Even if you don't do it as a career, like, what do you like doing? What do you like focusing your attention on? Because even if it's something that you don't feel like you can necessarily pursue as a career, sometimes it's just good to have a focus outside of that, like something that just makes you happy, that makes you feel good, something that you feel you can make, like, I don't know, you, for example, you start a project in whatever thing you're doing, and like you can see how you're improving over time, and like you get a feeling of accomplishment from that, even if it's not something that you share with other people. Just like, what thing in your life is it that makes you feel this way? I guess is what I'm asking. I think the cards are kind of, well, rather I think the cards are asking you. Let me pull some more cards here. We got Daughter of Air, Moon and Mercury influences. Reversed 7 of Fire, and Mars and Uranus influences. And, ooh, the Moon reversed with Moon and Midhaven influences. Sorry, the verse on the Moon is catching my attention. I also just realized I forgot to read the verse on Judgment. Oops. Well, intuition is guiding me, so I do what it guides me to. But anyways, the verse for the moon. I'm the one whose image is great, and I am the one who has no image. It's reversed. Typically in... Let me grab one more card. Alright. Two more cards, just to clarify this. Right, okay. So... Maybe it's encouraging you to... These cards are encouraging you to, like, talk to other people. To try, like, I don't know, maybe generate ideas, but don't get too married to the idea of talking to the idea of other people to try to get ideas, because ultimately the answers will come from within, because they're walking their paths and you're walking your path. As for this moon card, I couldn't get much clarification. I think generally in my readings, when I get the moon reversed, that's generally a sign that Spirit doesn't want me to know whatever information I'm trying to get at in particular. But of course, I'm stubborn, and I pushed just a little bit and got the Star and Death. Star has Mercury, Midhaven. They both have Midhaven influences. Star has Mercury influences though. Death has Pluto influences. Basically, my interpretation of these cards is, once you figure out what it is that like really gets you going in life, you that's gonna, I guess, unlock your highest potential, whether or not you're aware of it at the time. If that makes sense. Like, it will, I don't know, because you will have found one of the things that like truly makes you happy. Like, you're not dependent on other people for your happiness or external environments. Like, it is entirely dependent on something you alone do yourself. Like, it is something you do for yourself. Meanwhile, the Death card, who, actually, I should read both of the lines for these cards. Let me start with the Star. The poem lines that the Star has is, I'm substance. The one who has no substance, and the one who has no substance, do not be ignorant of me. I can't read. And then the Death card, transformation. I'm the one whom they call life, and I'm the one who you call death. So, the thing with the Death card is it's really feared in tarot, and I don't think it really shouldn't be, because basically all it means is like you're coming to the end of a chapter in your life, and it's going to change you, but most likely is like, generally this is a change for the better. Like, the only reason why some people the only reason why death itself should be feared is just because it's kind of like the unknown. With you trying to find what you what really gets you going, that might be going into the unknown a little bit, and maybe when you first get started, maybe you might be a little bit scared to try out now how you're like. That's how some people are, but I think what these cards are telling you is, even if you're a little bit scared too, even if you're not really sure, go and try things. Throw things to the wall and see what sticks, because ultimately you're gonna get some, once you find your niche, what your lot in life, I guess you could say, it's gonna unlock your highest potential. It's gonna unlock a lot of happiness and joy. it's gonna unlock new pathways for you. Let me grab some more cards to see if the tarot has anything more to say to me. I think I have a couple more cards. Strength with Jupiter and Ascendant influences. And the lines on this one are: what you see outside you, you see inside you. It is visible, and it is your garment. And ooh, we got Virgin, which is in the regular tarot, Rider-Waite tarot, it's the equivalent to the High Priestess. So it says, I am shame and I am boldness. I am shameless and I am ashamed. This card has Neptune and Ascendant influences. Interesting. I think these cards, it's kind of just echoing what was said before. There is a strength in binding your lot in life, and also with the Virgin card, it's basically, I see this as a card of being receptive and being genuine, authentic, just being in and of yourself. And I think trying to do that as much as possible is what will lead you to what, like, your path in life, your lot in life, what your passion, I guess you could say. And finding your passion in life is, like, that alone is powerful, because again, you're not reliant, your happiness is not reliant on other people, it is more reliant on yourself and what you can do for yourself. Let's see. I'm wondering, should I do some more? Yeah, let me pull some oracle cards, like at least 3 cards, maybe more. Ooh, another thing about this deck is this oracle deck is really interesting because it has the major arcana of regular tarot decks, but then it adds in a bunch more cards that just aren't in tarot decks at all. They're just oracle cards. So it's, I don't know, it's interesting. So without further ado, let's grab some of these maiden oracle cards. So we've got the Devil. We've got Maidenhair Fern, Cut Locks, and we've got Belladonna, Cut the Thread. Cut Locks and Cut Thread. Interesting. It almost makes you wonder. This might be a very specific message for someone, but it almost makes me wonder if it's like fashion or beauty, that, like, or modeling, even, like something in that kind of realm. Maybe that's something that someone is interested in, because like I said, cut locks, cut the thread. I know these are plants, but it's just making me think. But also the Devil here. What's clarification on the Devil? I might actually grab a tarot card or two to clarify that. So we got Mother of Water, and we got the Emperor. Interesting. With Sun and Ascendant influences for the Emperor, Venus and Neptune influences for Mother of Water, alongside the Devil. I think this combination is trying to tell you to be a little more receptive, a little more like in your, I don't know, try to connect to maybe your feminine energy. So basically, regardless of gender, everyone runs feminine and masculine energy. And I think maybe connecting with the divine feminine might help a bit. Trying to connect with that healthy feminine energy. Interesting. Is this just giving me like fashion kind of vibes, fashion, beauty kind of vibes? Maybe more. We got in threes mushrooms here. We got first green, lily of the valley, and we got ooh, the sun. In threes, first green, sun. You know what? What I'm gonna do is this deck comes with a guidebook and it has like little rhymes for all of the cards. And I'm gonna look at the cut box and cut the thread, and honestly, all the cards that we've pulled that aren't in the major arcana. And I'm gonna look at them because I want to know what these lines are. These lines are that relate to these cards. I search. Cut locks. Drop the complex plot. Cut the locks and run. From Pythia to Ophidia, the fern means new beginnings. The maiden's fern is adamant to bring that point home. Even when it means leaving home, and even when freedom means being awoken in a place to alight alone. I think this card is kind of encouraging you to jump into the unknown in a responsible way, but don't be afraid. Like, often in life, I've noticed it kind of feels, at least for me, I've noticed it often feels like there are rules keeping you in line, but like there's laws and stuff, but outside of that, like there's not. You can just go and drop like however much money on like a lifetime supply of goldfish crackers, and no one's gonna stop you. But are you gonna do that? No. Anyways, let me find the rest of these like funny phrases. I can't, my brain cannot come up with the terminology for it. Sorry, brain no worky, I in tarot, oracle mode. Yes, Belladonna, cut the thread. We threaded the needle and managed a way to stitch witches together and rule the day. Now they're coming to keep our connections at bay, so cut loose the thread, let them bark, bleed, and bray. I'm almost wondering, just the last two verses almost makes me wonder if maybe you don't have people in your life that are very supportive of you or what you truly want to do. Maybe you're conscious of it, maybe you're not conscious, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying you absolutely do have people in your, like, I'm not saying cut everyone out, don't do that. Like, use your critical thinking. Think about, like, is this relationship good for me? Is it helping me? And if yes, keep that stuff in your life. It's good stuff. Good stuff if a relationship is beneficial for you, but only if it's beneficial. Let me find a mushroom. Funny mushroom verse. Where is it? Mushroom verse. There it is. A dark card Amida muscaria finds a reversal from the hopeful image of the passion flower. Imagery may deceive in the presence of this fairy tale fungi, and a deadly cost becomes one's duty to prevent. The dreams and visions that might lure us to the stars may be mirages that will earn us future scars. Never let this near your garden, heart, or orbit. Oh, so these are poisonous mushrooms. Oh, I was like, pretty mushroom. No. I don't know. I'm not super great with plants, I'll admit it. So I didn't realize those were, not, like, not good mushrooms. Okay. Again, this almost makes me wonder, are these people, like, poisonous to what? I don't know. It's almost... I know some people, especially if you're passionate in something in the arts. I used to be really passionate about music and theater. I'm still passionate about music, to be fair, but I don't pursue it as a career. Like, I know people can be really judgmental towards others, like, wanting to pursue those careers, and, like, while I have to admit the opportunities in those career fields are limited, at the same time, I feel the judgment is just not warranted at all. And so I almost wonder, like, if you're interested in something that is more of the arts, or just something that is not taken as seriously, like, even trade jobs. I need to say, trade jobs are so important. Like, because, like, they're not, I just don't see them pushed as much as, like, jobs that you need, like, a college degree for. And the thing is, they're in demand. Like, we're always gonna need plumbers. We're always gonna need electricians. Like, you know, like, trade jobs, like, they're not a bad idea. Like, if, I don't know. So it could be maybe you want to go into trades, maybe just something that's not kind of mainstream college degree. I guess you could, college degree job, I guess you could say. If you want to go, maybe you want to go into, like, either the arts, or, like, maybe you want to go, like I said, into a trade job, and maybe people around you aren't supportive of that. If that is the case, I would ask you to think about, okay, well, logically, 1, can I make this work? And 2, am I gonna be happy if I just, like, truly happy if I just follow along and do what everyone else wants me to do? Because if you're not gonna be truly happy, like, it's not worth it. Let me find funny verse. Earth first, green. I'm trying to find the Roman numeral. Yeah, there it is. First green, Lily of the Valley. The sister card to Pythia's Nastartium. Oh my god, I can't English. Ah. We begin forever here by being mindful of our earliest budding blooms. We unburden ourselves from nostalgia and let Lily of the Valley guide us to exist in our youth in the present tense, without a sense of longing. Return our thoughts, reseed our first pots, and begin forever green. I think this kind of connects with what I was just saying about how, like, you just gotta do what truly makes you happy, regardless of what society's standards are, regardless of what your friends or family standards are. You gotta hold up to your own standards. Is kind of what, like, my last point is, and leading into these last couple of cards, like the first green and also the sun, these last oracle cards. I think even if what you're passionate about does not follow what is seen to be more conventional, I guess you could say, then, like, even if it doesn't follow what's conventional, it doesn't mean it is not worth pursuing if that is the path that is truly, truly going to make you happy. So, yeah, I think that is all that I want to do for tarot. I think in Oracle this seems like a good place to stop. Seems like the cards have gotten their message out. So yeah, if you like that reading, awesome. It would be great, like, if you want to, feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like. I notice all of it. I am a small channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Hi, if you picked pile 2 or the deep, then this is your reading for you. Just one thing of note, one of the reasons why I actually delayed recording this reading from earlier in the day into later in the day is because I was trying to tap into the energy and I had a bit of a weird experience. I was listening to the song Brick by Boring Brick by Paramore, and this might be a very specific message for you. Take this how it resonates. This might only be for a very specific person, like one specific viewer watching, but I feel like maybe that song is kind of a breakthrough song for you, because what was happening to me is I started getting emotional, which is really weird because I was in a fine mental state otherwise, and it's not typically a song that would get me feeling that way for any reason. And it just, I don't know, I just felt like the emotion was not mine. It was almost like I was processing an emotion for someone. It's weird. But like I said, if that resonates, well, that's a very specific message for someone out there. So if that resonates, awesome. I don't know. I just think someone out there, if you don't already know the song Brick by Boring Brick by Paramore, check it out. Also check it out anyways, it's kind of a banger. But the two decks that I picked out for you are the Starseed Oracle deck and Brick's Third Eye Tarot. I really like both of those decks. The art on the Starseed Oracle, very pretty art. And also the art on Brick's Third Eye Tarot. It's almost anime-esque, but not quite. But it's kind of like 90s anime vibes. I like it. But without further ado, let's dive into the reading. I've already shuffled the decks. I'm gonna start with a bit of Oracle. So, first card that we got is Forge, Don't Follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. I think the kind of energy I get from you is that, honestly, I don't know if you truly value yourself and see your inherent worth that, you have, that you see in everyone else, maybe. And I think this is kind of what this card is getting at, basically. Have confidence in yourself. Maybe you're a bit different from other people. Maybe you're unique, quirky. Maybe you don't fit in and you kind of are an outsider. I know how that's like. I'm neurodivergent. But and maybe you don't fit in. And honestly, embrace that. Embrace your individuality is what I say. Let me pick another oracle card here. We got Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song. Frequency of sound. Diving deep. I think this is encouraging you to talk to others, be open and honest and vulnerable with others. Maybe you're someone who's a little bit afraid to do that fully, especially with like maybe the subconscious stuff in your mind. It also says diving deep. Maybe you need to, again, dive deep within the subconscious. Sometimes I know to do the most healing, you really gotta dive deep within yourself and ask those tough questions. Like, especially questions you're running away from. If you're running away from certain questions, asking yourself certain questions stresses you out. Honestly, maybe those are questions that you should press further with. Like, be easy with yourself, be forgiving with yourself, love yourself, but do ask yourself those tough questions so you can learn and grow from it. Shadow work. New card. Barkeeper. Cosmic Ancestor. Feed the light by staying grounded. I'm gonna pick another card here for a little bit more clarification. Ooh, Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild cards. I think these two cards together are basically saying that to achieve your highest potential, you really gotta try your best to stay grounded, to be grounded. Whatever makes you feel grounded, like as long as it's not hurting yourself or other people, like, do it. If it feels good, do it, is kind of my philosophy on that. Again, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, like, you do you. And again, this is Portal. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. Basically, I think this hinges on whether or not you can stay grounded. That's not something to like super stress out about. But I think you'll find that the more you stay grounded, the more good things will pop up into your life. Let me pick one more oracle card. We got Starbathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. I think, actually, let me grab one more oracle card to clarify this one. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Ooh, this last card is going back to what I was saying earlier. Embrace your individuality. As for Starbathing, Light Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. I think basically it's saying you may be stepping into a new phase of your life once you manage to fully embrace your individuality, who you are, once you find a way to no longer feel shame for just existing, or having your boundaries. One kind of vibe I was kind of picking up is maybe you have trouble like just sticking with your boundaries. Maybe like you have trouble with people pleasing. Like maybe it's just really hard for you to stand up for yourself, which is really understandable. A lot of people struggle with that. I used to really struggle with that. And I think once you figure out how to be more comfortable with yourself and your own skin and your boundaries, that's just gonna open a lot more doors for you. Now, I know that's really vague, or sometimes Oracle be like that, because it's generally on the more inspirational side, if you will, compared to tarot. So, having said all of that, let's get into tarot for a bit more practical advice so we can see the good, bad, the everything. So, first tarot card we're gonna start with is the Five of Cups. I'm gonna pull two more. We got reversed Page of Cups, and we got reversed Empress. I think this is going back to what I was saying about shame. This is a lesson for you to learn how to, learn how to like not feel shame for just existing. It's okay to take up space. It's okay to like have what you need. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to have needs and wants. That's okay, and I want you to know that. And maybe you even know this logically, but I know emotionally, it can be hard to come to that place. I've dealt with that, honestly. I still sometimes deal with that. So let me pull more cards. How can you just better step into like this feeling of just self-worth and knowing your inherent self-worth and not being ashamed of your existence? Let's see. Reversed Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Emperor. Ooh, the Emperor and the Empress in the same reading. Interesting. I think there are certain maybe relationship or ideologies like within your life that you cling to that just aren't beneficial for you. I want to get more information on this. Let me grab more cards. Strength and reversed. Is it a relationship? Is it a situation? Ideology. Reversed Ace of Swords. So, swords are the element of the mind. I'm getting reversed strength. Maybe this is an ideology. Let me grab another card. Ooh, I'm getting Six of Cups. I just got Six of Swords a minute ago. Now I got Six of Cups. I'm getting a lot of cups here because I also got the Five of Cups and the Page of Cups, the reverse Page of Cups earlier in this reading. Now I got the Six of Cups. This is... There's something emotionally in your emotional life, or like consciously or subconsciously that you're not seeing. Is this... Let me grab one more card. This may be a... I don't want to say victim complex. It's not a victim complex. That's too far. I guess it's like... I hate to say it, but it might be a bit of learned helplessness. Some of your mindset, which I've definitely been there. The thing is, so there was a point in my life, my mental health just wasn't good. I was really depressed, and I was really depressed, anxious. Things just like were not going my way, and I kind of just... My mental health really got really bad, and I kind of hit a point of like rock bottom before I realized a lot, like... I'm not saying this is the case for everyone, but I know at least for me, a good chunk of what was going on was literally just a mindset. I just kind of let myself be really negative. I've had Patrick Tehan on YouTube, and maybe I'll even link his channel in the description of this video, because honestly, his channel is great. Check it out. I found it helpful personally. he explains this better than me, but he's talked about how when you're just negative over and over and over again, you get trapped into a cycle of negativity, and the cycle's hard to break out of because you kind of get like a little bit of a hit from being negative all the time. And I'm almost wondering if that's what's going on with you. If like you've just gotten trapped in the cycle of negativity, and like sometimes when you get trapped in that cycle, like it's really hard to like, I don't know, snap out of it to realize there's another way of being. But it's, I don't know, and sometimes I know from experience, sometimes people will get trapped in the cycle and they won't, like, I can try to explain it to them, but it really, they have to understand it for themselves before they'll break out of the cycle. I'm not sure if my words are reaching you. Maybe you need someone else to explain it better. I'm not sure. I hope I'm getting through to you. But speaking of which, let's pull more cards to see what else we can do. We got the reversed Lovers card. We got the reversed Knight of Swords. And we got the reversed Two of Wands. I think... Let me grab another card here. Ooh, the reverse star. I think what the cards are saying here is that most of the issues that you see in your life, whether you realize it or not, are kind of just tied back to your sense of self-worth, and your sense of self-worth, and like, I guess not being ashamed of yourself, being shameless, being open, honest, authentic. Let's see. I think we're just about done with this reading. Let me grab 2-3 more cards, because I kind of want to see if the cards have anything more to say. We've got the reverse Ten of Pentacles. We got King of Wands. Ooh, and Death. This is a new chapter of your life. I'm not sure if this Death card is referring to this current, maybe I guess darker period that you're experiencing in your life, potentially. Or whatever period of your life. I'm not sure if this current period of your life is a death period, or if the next period of your life would be a death period, but essentially, once this mindset shift that I was talking about from the cycle of negativity into a more positive cycle happens, that will be the two stages of your life, I guess you could say, the before and the way your mind works and the way you feel, your life, it'll be kind of separated into before and afters, if that makes sense, before the whole mental shift. Quite frankly, definitely for the better. And King of Wands. Now, kings in tarot signify mastery of whatever suit it's in. Now, this is Wands. Wands are like passionate, I guess you could say. They are driven. They are the suit of action, if you will. So, basically, I know generally cups are associated with emotions, but honestly, I think in this instance, I'm kind of getting a feeling that you will have more mastery over your emotions. Things won't, your internal world, your emotional world won't feel as out of control. You'll definitely feel more on top of things once you, like, once you manage to incorporate these changes, once you learn how to love yourself and know that you're worthy of being here and having everything that you need. And this 10 of Pentacles. Basically, reverse 10 of Pentacles. Mind you, I see this as you moving into... I'm sorry, my throat. My throat's doing a weird thing. I see this as you moving into a feeling of abundance. And in tarot is a number of mastery. Kings is like the person of mastery. 10 is the number of mastery. It is the ending of a path, I guess you could say. So 10 of Pentacles, that's definitely like the abundance card. Especially with this deck, this definitely seems like an emotional abundance card. It has on this deck it has a daughter and her grandmother and her little infant baby. They're all smiling, and it's cute artwork. But I see you moving into this energy once you make the realizations you need to make, once you make the changes you need to make. And yeah, I think that should do it for this reading. Yeah, thank you. Let me know if this resonates, if you feel like commenting. If this resonated and you like this video, it'd be awesome if you give me a like, a subscribe, a comment. Like, every little bit matters to me, I notice. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Bye. Hi y'all! If you chose pile 3, Yin and Yang, this will be your tarot reading for you. Today I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle for your reading, and the Layla and Olivia Rosa Tarot. The Starseed Oracle has some very pretty art. I really like it, though I will say it's definitely one of my more woo decks that I own. Meanwhile, the Oviedo Rosa Tarot is this botanical themed tarot deck. Really pretty artwork. And yeah, let's begin the reading with some oracle. So the first card I'm gonna pull for you is... oh, interesting. This is the first card for the last pile. Maybe look at the last pile. I should shuffle this deck in between readings. It seems shuffled well enough. Okay. So, let's start with this first card. It says, Forge, don't follow. Gave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Let me get another card on that for a little bit of a different flavor than the other reading we started with. Ooh. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. Heck. Give me a third card. Give me that third. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. I think basically you're already onto something good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Maybe you've been in a point in your life in the past where you've had not so savory situations, but I don't think that is the case for you today. Is kind of the vibe I get for you. Let's see, let me pull... oh, before we go on, I just remembered before I started this reading, I was trying to get like a read into your energy. I just saw some shufflemancy. Basically, shufflemancy is a form of divination that basically you shuffle your music library and whatever songs come up kind of like have a message for you, I guess. There were a couple ones that were interesting to me that like kind of stood out. The first one is by BTS. I know I used to be a K-pop girly when I was in middle school, don't come at me. But it's by BTS. It's called Intro, the Most Beautiful Moment in Life. And basically it is Suga rapping about him working on his music, and he's kind of comparing himself to others throughout the whole song, and how the crushing wave of reality comes back to him when he's not engaging in his music, and he asks himself, is he really happy doing this? And he realizes, yes, he is. He's happy with what he's doing and himself as a person. And I think that last step in the song may be what you need to do. I'm not sure. Maybe this song is significant, so take that if it resonates. Another song that that came up when I was doing some shufflemancy for you was Golden Days by Panic at the Disco. And basically it's talking about looking back at someone else's photos from like years and years ago, and how the times have changed, blah blah blah. But like I think maybe part of the key with you for whatever thing you might have to be dealing with, I don't know, or like if you're dealing with anything, or like, I don't know, just to improve yourself. To improve yourself, I think one good way to do it would be to look back at your old photos, your memories in life from when you were younger, and think about how you've improved, how far you have come since that moment in time, that period of your life. I think a lot of people, they get caught up comparing themselves to others, but really the most important thing is not that they add up to others, because some people have good reasons for being behind the bell curve if they are, and some people are average or well above the bell curve, well beyond the bell curve, and they're just self-conscious. But I think just to detach from all of that, the most important thing you need to remember is not to get stagnant with your skill. And I'm not talking about in comparison to other people, I'm talking about in comparison with yourself. Look at yourself from like in the past, what you were doing, your mindset, whatever thing you feel down about, and think, have I improved at X thing over this period of time? And if the answer is yes, then why are you worried? Really, why are you worried? Because you're improving yourself. You're still getting better. You're showing steady signs of improvement. Why are you worried? And if you're not where you want to be now, who's saying you might not be in the future? That said, that was a bit of a tangent about the songs that like really gave me stuff to think about. On with the reading. Don't mind me and my ADHD just forgetting to bring stuff up. Don't worry about it. The next card we got is the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I think I think this is kind of going back to what I was saying, like, be gentle on yourself and, like, honor, like, what's unique about you, like, what's special about you. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you are afraid of how you are different from others. Honestly, I think maybe those are things to embrace, like your differences from others. Because like if you're just like everyone else, then that makes you no fun. You're boring. Yeah, honestly, what makes people interesting, and what makes people stand out from one another are our differences. So let me pull another card or two or three. We'll see. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Basically, this is a card just saying trust yourself, trust your intuition. You may be looking externally at other people or the world around you for answers, but I think what you need to do is trust yourself and your own judgment more. I think maybe you are a person who questions your own judgment, and I think you need to stop doing that, because what you can see what other people are doing, and maybe what Bob is doing is working great for Bob. What Ashley is doing is working great for Ashley, but the thing is, the right path for them might not be the right path for you, because you're not Bob, you're not Ashley, you're you. And like, you can't just go, I don't know, it's not one size fits all. Like, life just isn't like that. Everyone has their own path, and that's okay. That's how it is, and that's how it should be, and it should be honored and embraced. Let me pick more cards here. Ooh. Jump in. Andromedan energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. Let me pull one more card here. Ooh. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. I think the thing is, you're so self-conscious of yourself. You're so afraid to trust yourself. And the thing is, you really shouldn't be. You are fine. And the thing is, you're struggling to trust yourself. When basically, by doing that, you're not fully in touch with yourself as much as you would like to be, and by extension, like, you could be in better touch with other people. However, I don't feel like this is like some big glaring issue. This feels kind of more like a small shift kind of thing that you would have to make. And also the jump in kind of card. Basically, I think what it is like, you're just afraid to trust yourself. I think this card is telling you, like, just jump in, start trusting yourself, let go. What are you waiting for? So, with all those cards, actually, I was about to switch to tarot. I lied. I'm gonna pick one more oracle card. Ooh. The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Typically, I see this card show up right before someone is about to make a major breakthrough. For me, I personally had it come up right before I've made breakthrough to my spiritual awakening. It does not have to be a spiritual awakening. I've given my friend a reading before, and I think and this card popped up for them, and I think after that he definitely just seemed happier and less stressed out. And he said stuff in the reading resonated with him. He came back for another reading, so I did something right. But typically, I think this card is associated with breakthrough. So take that as you will. I think once you manage to integrate, like, just trusting yourself and your own intuition, I think that's like the big breakthrough that you need to make. I think everything else, or a lot of your life at least, will just kind of fall into place after that. Now, let's get to tarot. So, first card, we got 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles is typically associated with your sense of security. 4s in my readings, I've noticed that generally tends to be kind of a blockage card. Maybe you just have, maybe you have trouble feeling secure in yourself. Let me select more cards. Reverse King of Pentacles. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely have issues feeling secure in yourself. Why is that? Queen of Pentacles. And let's get another card to clarify it. We got the reversed Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Let me grab one more card. Reversed Ace of Wands. You feel like your life, I don't know, a lot of the circumstances in your life just isn't in your hands. And also, I think the thing is, I think it is in your hands though. I think a lot of the turmoil, inner turmoil at least, that you face in your life, would go away if you could, just trust yourself and your own inner knowing. If you don't look to the outside world too much, like if you stop comparing yourself to others and stop following the paths others want you to take and start following the path you want to take. And also, some other stuff that's coming through is maybe working a bit with your feminine energy might help, whether, regardless of whether you're a guy, a girl, non-binary, whatever you identify as. Everyone runs my throat. Everyone runs masculine and feminine energy, regardless of gender. And I think maybe working with your feminine energy might help. Let's pull more cards. We got Ace of Cups. Reverse 6 of Cups. And Knight of Cups. Ooh. I think this is a learning experience for you. This, this may be a big lesson. A big lesson for you in your emotional life in terms of becoming who you're meant to be, or you're the best version of yourself. Let's pull one more cards. The Chariot reversed. The Star reversed. Three of Wands reversed. A lot of reverse cards in this tarot reading. I feel like in life you feel like you've been stagnant or in a limbo period in your life for a while. And maybe this has felt sucky. I know what that's like. And you're wondering how you can break free, and I don't know, you may feel like a lot of it isn't in your control, and I don't know what you're going through. Maybe some stuff isn't in your control. I know that can be the case, but again, I still feel that if you are to gain some confidence in yourself and your sense of inner knowing, that you can pull through this. You can, like, it's gonna help a lot. It's gonna eliminate at least like half your stress. And even if you're drowning in stress, half the stress that you're in eliminated, that's gonna make a difference. Even then you're still stressed the heck out. So, more cards. Reversed Queen of Wands and King of Swords. Let me get one more card here. Judgment. Ooh. I feel like maybe during this current, like, last period of your life, maybe you've felt a bit emotional, like maybe more emotional than you usually feel. Like, like going at things with intellect might be the best way to go about things. But you're struggling to. I think with this King of Swords here, really what that card signifies, especially like with this deck, there is an eye on it, like an open eye on it, which for me that kind of symbols being awake, enlightenment, realization, and also swords, King of Swords, king cards in the tarot are mastery cards of whatever suit it's in. Swords are it's associated with air. It's also associated with the mind, and so I think basically this card is asking you to go deep within your mind and do that inner work so you can trust yourself. And this Judgment card here, I think whatever period of your life, whatever, how do I say this? Whatever, crappy period of your life that you're going through will lift after you do that. I think these cards are going in circles. Let me grab a couple more cards, 2-3 more cards to see if the cards have anything more to say. I got Temperance. We got the reversed 5 of Swords. And we got Knight of Swords. I think the cards are repeating themselves. Again, it's basically saying this Temperance card is basically representative of the state of mind you're gonna be in, once you've made whatever, like, mental shifts you need to make to learn how to trust yourself. And yeah, again, I just think a lot of the stress in your life will lift once you figure out how to trust yourself. Does the deck have any advice for how to do that? Like, any, like, concrete advice? Reverse Page of Cups and the Empress reversed. Ooh. Maybe, let me grab one more card. 5 of Wands reversed. Ooh. I thought I was almost done, but something new is coming through. This might be... Maybe look at my, at pile 2. Because this is a similar theme coming out as with pile 2 as well. This might be a little bit of learned helplessness. I don't know, maybe you've gotten into a cycle of negativity. Maybe you are, like, you want to try something, but you're too scared to do it, and so you're just not doing it. I'm not sure entirely what the situation is. Give me clarification on that situation, deck. Reversed Ace of Swords. And reversed Hierophant. I'm getting the feeling this might be related to an academic endeavor. Let me grab another card. Reverse Eight of Cups, ooh. Or maybe... Give me one more card. Page of Swords. Reversed. I'm somewhere... I thought it was academic, but I'm now leaning more towards lesson because I'm getting spiritual vibes here. This may be a spiritual lesson. Maybe it literally is an academic endeavor for some of you people, but for others, I'm getting it's some sort of spiritual lesson. The reverse Eight of Cups. It just kind of made me think of kind of like 8th house vibes. I don't know why. So maybe you have prominent 8th house placements. Maybe your 8th house is in a water sign. That's kind of, maybe whatever you're dealing with has to do with stuff you have going on in your 8th house. If for those of you who are into astrology, but yeah, like I said, maybe this is literally like a literal academics for some people. Maybe it's literally just for other people. It might just be like a lesson they need to learn, like a life lesson kind of thing that they need to learn. Give me one more card or 2 more cards. We got Ten of Pentacles, and we got the Lovers reversed. Ooh. What this combination is telling me is the choice is yours. Are you gonna learn how to trust yourself or not? Because the thing is, you might feel like you don't have much control over your life, and maybe there are some things in your life you don't have control over, but the thing is, the things you have control over, fucking take advantage of that shit. Like, if you can transform your mind, learn how to trust yourself, and like learn how to trust yourself, feel better about yourself where you are in life. That's gonna take a load of stress off your shoulders. And then your world, even if you have other stuff going on, it won't feel as hectic. And yeah, I think that concludes that reading. So, if that resonated with you, awesome. If you want to, like, put a comment down below, great. If you like this video, feel free to give me a like, subscribe. Again, you could comment. I notice all of that stuff, and I really appreciate it. I am a small channel trying to grow, and yeah. If you've watched all the way to the end of this reading, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video.